everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that's fascinated poets, artists, scientists, and probably you at some point. What truly creates attraction in women? It's a question that seems simple on the surface, but the answers are incredibly layered and complex. We often hear about physical looks. And yes, they play a part, but attraction is so much more than what meets the eye. It's a rich psychological tapestry woven from threads of evolution, emotion, and intellect. We're going to unravel some of those threads today, moving beyond the cliches to explore the science and psychology behind what women find attractive. So, get ready, because we're about to explore the fascinating world of the female mind. Let's start with the foundation. Evolutionary psychology. Millennia ago, survival and reproduction were the name of the game. Our ancestors' brains developed preferences that would give them and their offspring the best chance of thriving. For women, this often meant seeking partners who could provide resources and protection. Now, in the 21st century, resources doesn't just mean a strong hunter. It translates to ambition, stability, and intelligence. A man who has goals, a plan to achieve them, and the drive to see it through signals reliability. This isn't about being a millionaire. It's about demonstrating competence and the ability to navigate life's challenges. It's a modern-day signal of a provider, someone who can create a stable and secure environment, which is deeply, fundamentally attractive. Similarly, the concept of a protector has evolved. While physical strength can still be appealing, modern protection is more about emotional security. Can you be a source of calm in a storm? Are you emotionally stable and supportive? This is where traits like confidence come into play. True confidence, not arrogance, is incredibly magnetic. It's the quiet assurance that you know your worth and can handle what comes your way. This self-possession makes a woman feel safe and secure in your presence. It's a non-verbal cue that says, "I've got this," and by extension, "I've got you." This sense of emotional safety is a powerful attractor that often outweighs physical attributes. Now, let's talk about something called the halo effect. This is a psychological bias where our overall impression of a person influences how we feel and think about their character. If someone is perceived positively in one area, we're more likely to assume they're positive in others. For attraction, kindness is a huge catalyst for the halo effect. When a man is genuinely kind not just to the woman he's interested in, but to the waiter, to strangers, to animals, it creates a powerful positive glow. This kindness is interpreted as a sign of good character, empathy, and a cooperative nature. A woman's brain might subconsciously think, if he's kind to others, he'll likely be a kind and supportive partner. This good deed glow can make a person seem more physically attractive, more trustworthy, and ultimately, more desirable as a long-term partner. Another fascinating piece of the puzzle is the power of humor. The ability to make someone laugh is like a Swiss Army knife of attraction. First, it demonstrates cognitive flexibility and intelligence. To be witty, you need to think on your feet and see the world from a unique perspective. Second, laughter itself is a potent bonding agent. When you share a laugh with someone, your brains release oxytocin and endorphins, the same chemicals associated with connection and feeling good. It creates an instant us against the world feeling. A good sense of humor signals that you don't take yourself too seriously and that you can navigate life's ups and downs with a positive attitude. It's not about telling joke after joke. It's about sharing a playful perspective on life, which is incredibly appealing. Let's move on to intelligence and emotional connection. While a high IQ is great, what often matters more in attraction is emotional intelligence, or EQ. This is the ability to understand, use, and manage your own emotions in positive ways, as well as recognize and influence the emotions of others. A man with high EQ is a good listener. He doesn't just wait for his turn to speak, he actively hears what a woman is saying, validates her feelings, and engages in meaningful conversation. This creates a deep sense of being seen and understood, which is one of the most powerful forms of human connection. The ability to have a conversation that goes beyond the surface level to talk about dreams, fears, and passions builds an intellectual and emotional bridge that is far stronger and more lasting than simple physical attraction. Social proof is another interesting psychological trigger. We are social creatures, and we often look to others for cues on how to behave and who to value. When a man is well liked and respected by his peers, both male and female, it acts as a powerful endorsement. It signals that he is trustworthy, valuable, and enjoyable to be around. If his friends genuinely respect him and other women enjoy his platonic company, it sends a strong signal that he is a high-quality individual. This isn't about being the loudest guy in the room or the center of attention. It's about having genuine, healthy relationships with the people around you. It shows social adeptness and a positive character, which reduces the perceived risk of getting to know him. And what about vulnerability? We often associate masculinity with being stoic and invulnerable. But that's a misconception. Showing appropriate vulnerability is actually a sign of immense strength and confidence. It means being secure enough in yourself to share your imperfections, your fears, or a time you messed up. This act of opening up does two things. First, it shatters the intimidating wall of perfection and makes you relatable and human. Second, it invites connection on a much deeper level. It signals trust, telling the other person, "I feel safe enough with you to show you the real me." This fosters intimacy and makes a woman feel special and trusted in return, creating a powerful emotional bond. Then there's the element of passion and purpose. A person who is passionate about something, whether it's their career, a hobby like music or rock climbing, or a cause they believe in, is incredibly attractive. Passion gives a person direction and a sense of vitality. It shows that they have a world of their own, a source of happiness and fulfillment that exists independently of a relationship. This is compelling because it demonstrates that they won't be needy or dependent. Instead, they are looking for a partner to share their already rich and interesting life with. Seeing someone light up when they talk about what they love is infectious and makes you want to be a part of that energy. Finally, let's tie this all together. Attraction isn't a checklist. It's a dynamic interplay of all these factors. A sense of humor might be what gets her attention, but it's the emotional intelligence and kindness that build a lasting connection. Confidence might be the initial spark, but it's a shared purpose and vulnerability that fan it into a flame. The psychological drivers of female attraction are not about being perfect. They're about being a whole person, someone who is kind, confident, emotionally available, and has a life they are passionate about. It's about building a genuine connection that goes far beyond the surface. Understanding these psychological principles isn't about learning tricks to manipulate others. It's about understanding how to be a better, more well-rounded person, which is, in itself, the most attractive quality of all. So, instead of focusing on just one aspect, think about the whole picture. How do you show up in the world? Are you kind? Do you listen? Do you have things you're passionate about? Cultivating these qualities won't just make you more attractive to others. It will make your own life richer and more fulfilling. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive today. I hope this gave you some valuable insights. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about the psychology of human connection, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more content. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, take care.